Hello, my name is Ava Herms, and my best practice topic is check-in, check-out. So what is it? Check-in, check-out is a system that is used to help students who are displaying behaviors make and accomplish short-term goals each day. These short-term goals can eventually help the students accomplish long-term goals as well. I thought this chart was a really good representation of what happens in the check-in, check-out system. So once the student is recommended for check-in, check-out, the student will have a morning check-in, feedback from a teacher throughout the day, an afternoon check-out, and parent feedback. The progress or lack of progress made will be the deciding factor of whether the program should either continue, be revised, or faded out. Check-in, check-out can look differently depending on the situation. In most cases, it's a sheet of paper with charts with goals to fill out throughout the day. A lot of times it's compared to like a friendlier version of a report card. This is a real example of what a check-in, check-out system chart might look like. So on the left column they have the task or goal, then they have a column for each day of the week. With this one, I really like it because it has a separate chart for the daily check-in, a separate chart for the daily check-out, and a daily home log for parents to sign or leave comments if they'd like. Then in each of the day where the boxes are, the teacher would either give the student a check mark, an X if they didn't do it, a sticker, or any other thing that they decided as a group. The procedures are, the student will meet with the teacher at the beginning of the day. At this point, the teacher and the student will go over the goals they want to accomplish for the day. This is the initial check-in for the day. The student will go to class and focus on his or her goals. The student will meet with the teacher throughout the day to discuss the goals and progress for the day. So this would be the feedback from the teacher to see how the goals are coming along. Then the student will go back to class and focus on the feedback of the goals. At the end of the day, the student will meet with the teacher again to have a final evaluation of the goals for that day. So that would be the checkout for the day. Then the student will take the sheet home and get it signed by his or parent or guardian, and that would be the parent feedback. So personally, I think this system works best for students who have emotional and behavior disorders. However, there are some modifications to support students with other disabilities as well. So my first point is the check-in, check-out system is great for students who have emotional and behavior disorders. With this system, the student and teacher can set behavioral goal each day. And with this, hopefully, if they're working on the same goals every day, every week, by the time it's faded out, the student won't be having the behavior that they're trying to get rid of. The second one I have is the check-in, check-out system is also great for students who have learning disabilities. With this system, the student can set educational goals for each day. And for this one, they can do it daily, but maybe they can do like for each week instead, because it might be a little bit hard for students who have learning disabilities to have the goal accomplished each day. And then lastly, for students who need motivation, which could be students with emotional and behavior disorders as well as students with learning disabilities, the check-in, check-out system can be paired with a token economy to encourage students to accomplish their goals. So maybe if the students got 80% of their check-ins for the week, then maybe they can pick a prize out of the prize box. For additional resources on the check-in, check-out system, they can be found at these websites. Most of them just gave examples and definitions of what it is and what it might look like. So this first one just gives a lot of information about it. The second one and the fifth one just gives a lot of details. Then this third one is, it gives a lot of visuals and charts about it. And then the fourth one is actually what I used above with the template of what it might look like because I thought that was a really great example.